the recent push for gun regulation across the country is generally conducted at the federal level, sometimes at the state level, not usually at universities, but we have a case at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, where a university is stepping in and trying to regulate to the extent that they can, at least the use of guns near campus. So the Tar Heel Rifle and Pistol Club operates at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and obviously as part of their activities, they go and they shoot guns, and you need ammunition to do that. Now, as a campus group, they would like to be able to use student funds to purchase the ammunition, but they're not going to be able to soon. One of the representatives of the, I guess the student legislature, I guess you'd say, is banning the use of student funds for the purchase of guns, but also the purchase of ammunition. What do you think about that?
So I'm in favor of gun control. I'm not in favor of banning guns. And so a lot of people think that I'm too liberal on my position on guns. But when it comes to this particular story, I don't really understand what the issue is. So in order for them to take away funding for the ammo, I want to hear a good argument. Like, why is it that they want to do it? The only argument that they've given so far is it would be inappropriate to use the funds for the ammo.
Well, we have a quote, actually.
Go ahead,
Well, we have a quote. This is from Austin Root, a representative at UNC Chapel Hill. He says, "I don't think ammo is an appropriate use for student funds. It's stored off campus at someone's house, and if someone breaks in and uses it for a mass shooting, people might consider those who approved the funds to be at fault." It's a couple steps of logic there. I'm not sure that people would trace it back, but if that ammunition was used, eventually CNN would come out with their report that the ammunition had been purchased through student funds. I don't know that anyone would necessarily care, or that would change how people evaluate the severity of the crime.
No one is going to blame the school for the shooting. People are going to blame the person who carried out that shooting.
Or the people who made the video games that the shooter played. They'll probably blame him too.
By the way, they allow the funding for the guns, right?
Well, they can rent guns. They can't buy. So we have some information about how different campuses deal with this. Some universities explicitly ban funding of both guns and ammunition, but the UNC student code is mixed on the issue. It prohibits the use of student funds to purchase firearms, although they may be rented or leased, but it exempts ammo. And different campuses, some specifically say you can't even buy ammo in some parts of the country, but others also allow it. At UNC it's a bit mixed, and that's why they're trying to step in and regulate. But so do you think that this is just this guy Austin Root and others who voted for it just don't like guns, and this is one way to sort of strike back?
I don't know what their intentions are, so I don't really want to speculate on that. But
it's you can speculate.
It's one of those stories where I have to be completely honest with you guys. I don't have strong feelings one way or another. If this is a group on campus that has existed for a while and there haven't been any problems, and you give them funding to rent guns, I don't really see what the good argument is from banning them from using the funds for buying, bullets or ammo.
I personally think that as long as the group is upstanding and doesn't do a lot of crazy, reckless things, I think that they should be allowed to purchase ammunition. Like, the students that are in the club, their student dues are part of the money that we're talking about here. I'm sure that they have things they wouldn't like to see funded at the university, but they're still getting funded. I was on a campus organization that dealt out the student funds to different groups. Like, groups would come and ask for money, and we would either approve or deny it. We gave money for all sorts of stupid shit. So they care about gun safety, gun education. They're not using like AK-47s, they're using 22s and stuff like that. So it seems pretty responsible to me. I don't personally think that they should be banned from using student fees.